Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting more revelations now about Donald Trump's former doctor, Harold Bornstein. Hello! Yeah. You know that during presidential campaigns, candidates always release their health records to prove they're healthy enough for the hardest job in the world. Well, you may remember that instead of a medical report, Bornstein released a one-page letter boasting of Trump's physical fitness. But now Trump has kicked Bornstein to the curb, so the doctor has revealed that Trump dictated his glowing health letter. Okay, that's what he says. That's what he says. But let's not rush to judgment. Maybe Trump didn't write it. Let me try something. Let's read the letter. His physical strength and stamina are extraordinary. If elected, Mr. Trump, I can state unequivocally, will be the healthiest individual ever elected to the presidency. Yeah, he did it. Yeah. That checks out. Yeah, it checks out. I guess that explains these others' doctor's notes, like the one from Trump's dentist. Most teeth ever, much longer tongue than Obama. And his podiatrist report, feet of a god unless there's a draft, in which case bone spurs, sad. That is sad. That is sad. Evidently, the letter could have been even more glowing because Bornstein says Trump dictated the letter, and I would tell him what he couldn't put in there. Let me remind you that the original letter said Trump had extraordinary physical strength and stamina, and that he would be the healthiest individual ever elected to the presidency. What did Trump want that was too much for Bornstein? Okay, listen. Say I'm 6'7", I weigh 180 pounds of rock-hard muscle. My nipples can cut glass. My blood is liquid gold, my sperm is a registered weapon, and my penis is so manly that it has its own penis. And that penis is spectacular. You know who won't let Trump write the report for him? Robert Mueller. He's going to write his own report, and things are getting testy between the special counsel and the president. Yesterday, 49 questions. You hear about this? 49 questions that Mueller supposedly wants to ask Trump were leaked. And today, we learned that when Trump refused to voluntarily answer Mueller's questions, Mueller said he could issue a subpoena for the president to appear before a grand jury. Yeah. I don't know about that. I understand what you're saying, but if you want Trump to show up, you can't threaten to slap him with a subpoena. You have to offer to spank him with it. And this little pop, And who knows what he'll actually ask Trump, because those 49 questions that were leaked, Mueller didn't even write those. In actuality, Mueller's team agreed to provide the president's lawyers with more specific information about the subjects that prosecutors wish to discuss with the president. With those details in hand, Trump's lawyer, Jay Sekulow, compiled a list of 49 questions that Trump's team believed the president would be asked. Those questions are made up. They're just Mueller fan fiction. It explains why question 35 is James Comey finally hooking up with Rod Rosenstein. But why would the Trump team purposely leak their own questions, you question? Well, apparently Trump now plans to point to the list as evidence that Mueller has strayed beyond his mandate and is overreaching. Look, this Mueller guy, if he's going to ask me even half of the things my lawyers totally made up, he's got to go. And Trump is attacking Mueller's right to even question him, tweeting this quote, "The questions are an intrusion into the president's Article 2 powers under the Constitution to fire any executive branch employee. What the president was thinking is an outrageous as to the president's unfettered power to fire anyone, Joe DeGenova, former U.S. attorney. Okay, I think, if I can decode that, I think what Uncle Off His Meds is saying here is that we'll have a constitutional crisis if he can't fire the people investigating him for firing people who were investigating him. Right now, Nixon is rolling over his grave saying, "I told you I wasn't a crook." Nixon sad. Nixon. Ed Sullivan. Nixon. Ed Sullivan. Ask your grandparents. Ask your grandparents. Then Trump tweeted, "A rigged system. They don't want to turn over documents to Congress. What are they afraid of? Why so much redacting? Why such unequal justice? At some point, I will have no choice but to use the powers granted to the presidency and get involved." Sir, you're already involved. Technically, the defendant is the star. And today, you're a star. A big, bright, beautiful star.